Howdy, yo. So I just woke up not too long ago, sitting here with a cup of coffee. Just kind of sitting here thinking about the Switch 2 coming out soon. Just kind of had an idea to um, kind of share my physical Switch collection with you guys. Kind of my thoughts on each game. Um, all of the games that I have physical are by no means the only games that I have on my Switch. I might throw some, I guess, digital highlights or whatever downloads that I have as well, kind of towards the end of the video. But yeah, this video mainly, like I said, I just wanted to kind of focus on my physical Switch collection. So I just pulled out my nice fat stack of Switch games. I kind of got them in, I don't do alphabetical order, I kind of just do what makes sense to me, kind of try to group by genre and franchises. But the first one, off the top here, Risk of Rain 2. Absolutely love this game. One of my favorite indie games of all time. And this one actually includes the first game. Sorry about the lighting in this video and the audio. I'm recording off of a Sony camera and everything, so it's a roguelike, up to 4 players. If you've never played it before, highly recommend. The point of the game is just to keep replaying, go through different runs and everything with different characters. There's different unlocks you can get as well. I own this game on several consoles physically: Switch, Xbox, PlayStation. Own it on Steam as well, so absolutely love this game. Couldn't recommend it more. Next up, and I actually have the actual box that came in, but here's the case. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. The first time I played a Witcher game was years ago. I found a used copy of the first game on PC at a Goodwill. Liked it for what it was. Didn't sink too much time into it, but I heard obviously great things about the third game. So when it got announced that it was coming to Switch, I think not too long after it dropped, I went and picked up a copy because a coworker of mine was raving about it as well, and I don't even believe she played games that often or anything, but she was raving about this game. So I was like, yeah, let me pick up the third one and try it. Open world, kind of RPG. Has the excuse me, original game, Hearts of Stone, the first DLC, Blood and Wine, the second DLC, as well as 16 other, I guess, just mini DLCs as well, all on the tiny cart, which is awesome. And it also came with a bunch of other goodies, like I said, with the bigger box and everything, which is right here, just so you can see that. But yeah, absolutely love this game as well. Next game up is Diablo 3 Eternal Collection. And this features an exclusive Ganondorf set from The Legend of Zelda, obviously. I think you have to grind a bit to get it. I think you have to get quite a bit of gold. It's been forever since I played Diablo 3. I prefer Diablo 2, the original and the Resurrected remaster that came out, which I also have on Switch digitally. Because I don't even, yeah, they didn't put out a physical for it, from what I can remember at least. But yeah, everyone knows what Diablo is. ARPG, classic, and I think Diablo 3 has a better rap now than it used to when it first came out, but definitely changed from the first and second game. Definitely changed with the tone, and it's still dark and stuff, but graphics definitely pop more. Not as gothic feeling, I guess. But yeah, that's Diablo 3. Next up is Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered. And it does feature Liberation is a separate download. I believe it's a separate download. Could be wrong about that, but I haven't played my Switch in a while, so sorry if I'm not remembering everything clearly. But yeah, Assassin's Creed 3. I actually really like Assassin's Creed 3. I've never beaten it, but I've started it and restarted it several times. And this includes all of the original solo DLC as well. So still think it's kind of underhyped. I personally really enjoy it. Next up is Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. It has everything from the first Street Fighter all the way up until the final version of Street Fighter 3, which is Third Strike. Really enjoy this game. 12 games in total from the original Street Fighter series. It also includes the alpha games and stuff as well, so really enjoy this game. I am not amazing at them, but I really enjoy fighting games, so had to have this physically on the Switch. Glad to have it. Next up is Team Sonic Racing. I don't remember a lot of people caring much for this one. It's definitely a step down from the other Sonic Racing games that came before, like Transformed. And I personally love the first game. I think it's All Stars Racing. That's my favorite one. Transformed, I like it a lot too, but I know a lot of people prefer the second game, but I actually prefer the first one. But Team Sonic Racing, I think it's you and two other teammates. You form a team and do races and stuff. It felt kind of half-baked to me. It's just felt like another excuse to kind of make another Sonic racing game. And honestly, if they did that, and I hope they do it eventually again, it just kind of felt like an excuse to make another Sonic racing game. The teammate thing didn't really hit for me, and it just kind of didn't make much sense. Like, there's really no use besides like requesting power-ups and stuff throughout the track. And also your performance gets docked based on your teammates' performance. So if you're trying to do some solo stuff, I've run into a few times where like you're in first place and one of your teammates might be in fourth, and then the third one is like way down on the leaderboard, and it just completely screws up your entire run for that course. So didn't love it. I still think it's okay for what it is. So next game up is Metroid Prime Remastered. This is my first pretty cool. Actually, I think this is the alternate cover. Yes, I flipped it. Sorry. You can kind of see it. Sorry, I still have my receipt in there from when I bought it, but yeah, that's the original cover. And this is the alternate cover, which I actually prefer, so I flipped it. Pretty cool. But yeah, this is the first time I actually played this game, Metroid Prime. Never played the second one, never played the third one. I have dabbled in like Other M and like Super Metroid and stuff, some of the GBA games as well. I never super got into Metroid. Growing up, my stepbrother had a copy of this on the GameCube, and he was terrified of, I think, like the spider. I said, not a super huge fan of Metroid, so pardon me for not knowing the enemy names, but the arachnid type of enemies, and he was terrified of them. So she took that copy away from him and hid it, and then it went missing for some reason. So we never got to actually play this game. I never did until picking it up on Switch. I got to the very end, and then I think you have to go like on a backtrack, the Metroidvania style backtrack, and go collect stuff to open up the final area to finally beat the game. And I kind of put it down when I got to that point, but I enjoyed it up to that point. So another Metroid game, Metroid Dread. I remember, I think this came out on my birthday one year. I think it was the 20th. My birthday's October 22nd. I believe this came out. Can't even remember what year this came out at this point. My brain is... just woke up not too long ago, guys. I'm still sipping my coffee, so... it's kind of just spur of the moment video here. But Metroid Dread, anyway, sorry. I love the kind of horror vibe I get from this game. I wouldn't say it's scary at all. It's more tension-filled than anything, but... I definitely enjoy this game, running from the robots and everything. I haven't beaten this game either, which is going to be a recurring thing, and that's kind of an issue for me just in general at this point in my life. But nonetheless, I really enjoy playing this. Love the horror-infused elements, which Metroid has always kind of had here and there, but they leaned into it quite a bit with this one. Another game I have here is Fire Emblem Warriors. Never played a Fire Emblem game outside of this, and I don't have much time in this one, but I really love like the Misu style games, like Dynasty Warriors and everything. So I picked this up after really enjoying Hyrule Warriors, which I will get to next. As far as like the story, I think, yeah, there's like permadeath options and stuff, like if your character dies, from what I remember. Kind of like a typical Fire Emblem game. The overall, enjoy what I played of. I need to play more of it soon. Let me get to this one. So yeah, Hyrule Warriors right here. Try to balance my stack here. I got the game now. I think it's in my Switch right now. At least I hope it is, because it's not in the case. But yeah, Hyrule Warriors. I first played this game on the 3DS. This is the definitive edition on the Switch. So like all the DLC, all the finalized content for the game and stuff was on the cart for this. And I'm glad to have it. I put several hours into it on the Switch. I beat it years ago on the 3DS when I first played it, but I loved it so much I wanted it on the Switch for the definitive edition of the game. So kind of feel like I got a decent amount out of it. Like I said, this game is, you can put hours and hundreds of hours in this game and still not have everything unlocked. So but definitely love this game. And getting back into going into the Zelda, mini Zelda pile here. Skyward Sword. I absolutely love the Zelda franchise. This is a blind spot for me. I've still not played this game. I found it years and years and years ago at a local Walmart on the Wii, the original Wii copy, for like $5. And I had a Wii at the time and everything. I was way younger. Way more stupid. That's debatable. Might be more stupid now. I don't know. But
it's all true.
Regardless, the game was super cheap, and I passed it up. And I love Zelda then. Have no idea why, but it was $5 clearance. They're just trying to get rid of this loose extra copy. It was sealed, brand new, everything, but I passed it up. So at one of my old jobs a few years back, someone had a copy of this game and traveled to a family's house, lost the copy, so they ordered another copy of the game. Was like, hey, you're a fan of Zelda, because the missing copy came up, and this is it. So, but yeah, brand new game, pretty much. So, and I paid him. I think I paid him 40 instead of 50 or something. So, got a decent deal on a brand new copy of Skyward Sword. Still haven't checked this out. Might wait for the Switch 2 to come out to play it. But yeah, very excited to eventually play this game. I know it's kind of up and down for a lot of Zelda fans, but looking forward to it. Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening on the Switch. I grew up playing the original Game Boy Color version of the was it DX on the Game Boy Color. So I absolutely love this remake of this game. Did not beat this one either, but I sunk quite a bit of time into it, and was kind of iffy about the art style at first, but I don't want to spoil it, even though this game is old as hell at this point. Still don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't played it, because it is a great game, but because of the story, what's going on there and stuff like that, the kind of the chibi art style kind of fits, in my opinion. It kind of grew on me as I played the game and stuff, and it looks pretty damn good on the Switch, especially for when it came out and everything. So enjoyed that game. Tears of the Kingdom. Here we go. Absolutely love this game. Sunk so many hours into this when it came out. I was working from home at the time that this game came out, and I was able to kind of sneak in some gaming hours while on the clock. I don't recommend doing that, but I was working from home, I got my work done and stuff, so yeah, it was fun.
Nice.
I purposely have not beaten this game yet. I enjoy this game so much that I got to the very end, and much like the next game I'll talk about in a second, I purposely have waited to beat this game because I did not want it to end. I will eventually go back and finish this game, but I don't know. Have you ever had one of those moments with a game where you're like, man, I know I'm about to beat the game, but I don't want it to end. So you just don't finish the game. Same thing happened to this one, Breath of the Wild. Got to to the point to where when I first played this game, I first got my Switch, sunk hours into this game. I got to the point where you have 2 more Divine Beasts. So I think it's four in this one. Um, and I put it off for years. I just put it down at some point. And then when Tears of the Kingdom was coming out, I waited for, I think, like a 2-month gap. Tears of the Kingdom was going to come out like 2 months later. I went back and absolutely crushed this game in like a day, the rest of it. So I did beat this one, and I highly enjoyed my time with it. Definitely preferred Tears of the Kingdom. I feel like for a lot of people it's hard to kind of go back to this one after Tears of the Kingdom came out, because it's same engine, same map and everything, but Tears of the Kingdom has, you know, like crafting and just a bunch more you can do in it. So yeah, but I did beat that one. I did beat that one. WarioWare Get It Together. I believe I finished this one as well. It doesn't take long. If you ever played a WarioWare game, they don't take that long to get through, but absolutely love Wario. Love the WarioWare franchise all the way back on the GBA, the first game. And then when it came back out on the GameCube, I remember running it from Blockbuster. Crazy relic of the past, I know, but I rented it for several weeks of Blockbuster because I enjoyed the first original game so much. And I own the original on Game Boy Advance at this point. But Get It Together, quite different from your traditional WarioWare. You kind of play as the actual characters, and kind of like you're able to move. They have their own abilities and stuff from what I remember. Didn't love it as much as some of the original games in the series, but it's still a great game nonetheless. Super Mario Maker 2. Had not beaten the main game, but why would you when you have so many other user created levels and everything that's super creative. Really enjoyed this game for the time that I played it. It does get, at least for me, it did kind of get stale after a while. I know, endless content. Some of the maps, are better than others, of course. You know, you're kind of hoping that if someone's going to make a map, they make it pretty interesting and they get creative with it and stuff, but they're still kind of confined within the realms, the walls of what Nintendo kind of put up with the engine and everything. You know, the editor, the level editor in general. So it is a good game though. If you like Mario, you like 2D Mario, obviously recommend this game. Now this game, I saw the packing list for it, which I'm not going to show you, but it is a sealed copy of Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Still sealed in the shrink wrap. I do have a digital copy. I played this, played the game with. My favorite game of all time, Super Mario 64, and obviously I love these two as well, Sunshine and Galaxy 1. I have beaten all 3 of these games several times, so I didn't sink enough time to beat them all again, but it was kind of a crappy move with Nintendo as this one with the limited time physical release, and it turned out that it wasn't as limited as they led us to believe. I still think this game fetches a pretty decent price though, physical. Could be wrong, last time I checked it did. It did at one point. I'm not sure about now, but I am glad to have a physical copy regardless. It includes soundtracks for all 3 games on the card as well, included with the game, and you go into a menu and stuff, so they could have done more. They could have done more for the anniversary that this came out on for Mario, but hey. Great classic games on the Switch. And Super Mario Odyssey. I wish I did not rush through this game like I did when I first got my Switch. I do prefer 3D Mario over 2D Mario. Like I said, Super Mario 64. I grew up with a 64, and I played the literal hell out of Super Mario 64. It's still my favorite video game of all time to this day, and that will probably never change. Super Mario Odyssey, it did blow my mind when I first popped it into my Switch. I got the Switch, popped it in. I got, I believe, this game, Breath of the Wild, and Mario Kart 8 with my Switch when I bought it, and all 3 games were great. Great game, but like I said, I breezed through it. I just don't know what was wrong with me. I just wanted to see the end and everything, and I kind of wish I took more time to let the game sink in and everything. Might replay it one day from the start, who knows, but did really enjoy my time with this game. So, and who doesn't have this game on the Switch? You already know, right? Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Also, who doesn't already have this game, right? If you have a Switch, you have this game. Trust me, this game still sells. It's still selling. I think it's the best-selling game on Switch. And this game came out on the Wii U, which is a console nobody bought. So they didn't play this game until the Switch. And I thought it was awesome of them to make entirely new content, like several years after this game. It come out on the Wii U, and then several years after the game, it come out on the Switch as well. You know, with the course pass or whatever, all those tracks they put out, and added new characters and stuff. I do wish it was on the cart. I'm a stickler for that. It's physical, so we don't have a physical version of that as of yet. They're probably going to come out with it eventually when the Switch 2 drops, I would imagine. And as we've kind of seen from the Switch 2 reveal trailer and stuff, they did show gameplay of a Mario Kart. It's kind of up in the air if it's a new game, or which seems to be a new game, but who knows what they're going to do with it. I hope it's just an entirely brand new Mario Kart game, if I'm being honest. As much as I love Mario Kart and love Mario Kart 8, I wish they would just finally go ahead and give us a brand new Mario Kart game. Nothing else needs to be said about this game. You already know what it is. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Banger of a game. And this one slipped through the cracks earlier. It is Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania. Kind of like a textured, raised text there on the cover. Has an art book that came with it. It's the anniversary edition, by the way. And I think it came with all the DLC and stuff as well. I know you have like, there's the game case. Kind of odd choice for the boxing though. But the book is way bigger than the case is. So it kind of just doesn't, it just wants to slide out constantly. But you can play as Sonic or Tails in this one. I love Super Monkey Ball in general, as a franchise and stuff, so I'm really glad to have this game on the Switch as well. And I believe that is it for the actual physical collection here. So what we're gonna do now is try to get footage of the Switch and kind of show you the digital games that I have as well, just kind of as that add a little bonus here at the end of the video. So be back in a sec. Hey guys, I'm back. So just a quick rundown of my digital collection here. So you know, I have like Neo Geo titles like Metal Slug and Fatal Fury, stuff like Amnesia, Among Us, free stuff like Brawlhalla. I played through the entirety of Bulletstorm on the Switch and highly enjoyed it. Brawlout's a good fighting game. Cell Damage I love. It's a nice classic game that got ported to the Switch at some point. I beat the entirety of the first Crisis on the Switch. Dead Cells is my favorite indie game of all time, and I have quite a few hours on the Switch version. Also on the PC version. There's Diablo 2 Resurrected. A few Doom games. Dragon Ball Z Fighters I actually originally played on the Switch as well. Great fighting game. Dying Light actually runs surprisingly well on the Switch. 30 FPS, but still looks pretty damn good. Firewatch I beat on the Switch as well. Great indie game, classic at this point. A few different kind of just budget games here and there. I like checking them out, some of them occasionally, especially on the Switch. Pretty cheap. Hypercharge Unboxed is great. Great kind of FPS game. I played through Layers of Fear on the Switch as well. Beat it. See here. Here's a Mario, Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe. see. Yeah, the first Risk of Rain, Risk of Rain 2. Shovel Knight. Amazing game. Great on Switch. Sonic Mania as well is pretty good on the Switch. Yeah. Trying to see if anything else stands out here. Oh yeah, I have Super Mario Brothers Wonder as well. I totally have that elsewhere in my room on another shelf. But Super Mario Brothers Wonder is a great game, and I'm pretty close to beating it as well at this point. Binding of Isaac is awesome. House of the Dead remake, me and my girlfriend beat it in one go about a year or so ago on the Switch. And it played great on the Switch as well. World War Z plays pretty well on the Switch. Vampire Survivors, obviously have that on PC on Steam as well. And Wolfenstein Youngblood. This game gets a lot of crap. Actually plays and looks pretty decently, in my opinion, on the Switch. And actually quite enjoyed my time with it. But yeah. So that is it for the digital stuff. Alright guys, so this is the end of the video here. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this, listen to me ramble about nonsense like a Switch collection. But if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching and choosing to kind of spend your time with me here today. And let me know in the comments, what games do you have, physical or otherwise, you know, digital as well. What games are you looking forward to on the Switch 2, since we do have that official announcement trailer already released out into the world at this point. And yeah, just tell me your thoughts. Have you liked the Switch? Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? How much time have you played on it? Just any comments about the Switch, your collections, leave them down below. If you like the video, of course, leave a like, and feel free to subscribe if you desire to. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one.